Right now on IUSTV News, President Trump's initiative to end DEI has led him into a fight with America's oldest university.
Plus, a new high school diploma is making it easier to get into college. The university's involved and when it will be available.
And measles has hit the Hoosier State. A local doctor explains the disease and how to keep yourself safe.
And the weather's been kind of gloomy and in the mid-50s, but that could all be getting better soon. I'll tell you more coming up.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Carson Johnson.
And I'm Adina Moss. You're watching IUSTV News. This year's growing presence of measles that started in Texas reached Indiana last week. Our Graham Dewitt has more information about the disease and how you can stay safe.
On April 7th, Indiana had its first confirmed measles case of the year. This comes as we have seen a massive spike in the disease in the U.S., with 712 confirmed cases as of April 11th. This figure more than doubles the 285 cases we saw in all of 2024, showcasing the massive rise.
The reason that we've been seeing outbreaks is because it's been happening primarily in the undervaccinated. Typically, there's some element of travel to another area where measles is more common, and then when they come back, they introduce it to others.
Measles starts more ambiguous, with symptoms such as fever, cough, congestion, and nasal inflammation. The rash, which is its main tell, develops a bit later.
It usually takes about 8 to 12 days before they first have symptoms. And then about 2 to 4 days later, you start to have the rash. And the rash is really unique with measles. It usually starts around the hairline, behind the ears, and it goes down the body.
Measles typically has an 8-day contagiousness window, 4 days before you develop the rash and 4 days after. This is a problem because those first symptoms could be a variety of things, which is why measles spreads so well. The other problem is that there are complications that can come about after you have measles, such as pneumonia after infection, brain swelling, or immune amnesia, where your ability to fight off infections you've previously had is weakened. With these concerns in mind, it's important to take precautions to keep not just yourself safe, but the people around you as well.
The best way to protect yourself is to be vaccinated. Getting 2 doses of the MMR vaccine affords someone 97% protection. The other thing is if you're not feeling well and you know that you found out you were around someone that had measles, trying to isolate is important.
Even though all IU students are required to have the MMR vaccine to be on campus, it's important to be prepared should measles hit Bloomington. If you get infected, keep in-person contact minimal, and if you choose to visit a doctor for it, be sure to call ahead to let them know why you're visiting. Graham DeWitt, IUSTV News.
Thanks. You can make an appointment at the Student Health Center right here on campus. Just go to healthcenter.indiana.edu.
A new high school diploma is making it easier to enroll at several Indiana colleges and universities. It's called the Enrollment Honors Plus Seal Diploma. Indiana Governor Mike Braun announced it earlier this month. High school students who earn the new diploma will automatically get into IU, Purdue, Ball State, Indiana State, Ivy Tech, Southern Indiana, and Vincennes University. All they have to do is apply. There's just one catch. The pre-admission does not guarantee admission to a specific major. The diploma will be available starting with the class of 2026.
A little 500 bike was stolen from Theta Chi last weekend, just a little over a week until race day. IUPD posted this photo of a man from surveillance footage on X. IUPD is investigating the burglary. Anyone with information should call 812-856-1739. The men's Little 500 is slated for April 26th at 2 p.m., just 11 days away.
44,144. That's how many residents the state of Indiana added last year. It's the largest annual increase the state has seen since 2008. The report comes from the Indiana Business Research Center at the Kelley School of Business. One reason for the jump is migration, which accounted for 70% of the growth. That's just over 30,000 residents. The state's surge outdid Michigan, Illinois, and Ohio, ranking 31st nationally. However, here locally, the Bloomington metro area's population declined by 0.2%. In all, 73 of the state's 92 counties grew last year, the largest number since 1997.
All right, let's get a check of the weather. It was a windy start to the week, but I hear a warm-up is on the way. Sydney Moore is in with the forecast.
Yeah, Carson and Adina, we're currently seeing some temperatures in the mid-50s, and it's been windy and cloudy, but that's hopefully going to come to an end soon. So for overnight temperatures, it's going to be ranging from 51 around 9 p.m. all the way down to 43 at 3 a.m. As for the morning, you're going to see temperatures at 39, and then it's actually going to cool down as the morning goes on, but we will see some sun. Coming up, we'll have sunny skies coming in tomorrow. Hopefully some warmer temps on the way, but a rainy weekend ahead. Back to you guys.
Sydney, thanks. Harvard University rejected the Trump administration's proposed agreements for continued funding. Now they've received a freeze on billions of dollars worth of grants. Julie McDonald reports.
Staggering impacts by defying the administration's demands, Harvard was hit with a funding freeze of $2.2 billion in grants.
The conversation is, what in the world is going on? There is so much uncertainty about, is any federal funding safe?
Monday night at Harvard, students swayed back and forth, simultaneously defending the university's defiance of the Trump administration and also expressing concern over what these massive funding cuts mean for cutting-edge research.
These are people who are the best in the world, and that's why they're here. So that research is sort of in jeopardy.
The freeze comes after Harvard rejected a proposal calling for policy changes, including an immediate end to DEI, an audit of viewpoint diversity, discipline for protest encampments, and reforms to international admissions.
The Trump administration is trying to make an example of the wealthy selective institutions, trying to get them to completely overhaul the way they do everything.
Harvard's president explained the university refuses to negotiate over its independence or its constitutional rights. A statement that, according to President Trump's joint task force, quote, reinforces the troubling entitlement mindset that is endemic in our nation's most prestigious universities. And Harvard said that addressing anti-Semitism remains a priority, strengthening their rules, expanding training, and supporting their Jewish community, but that curtailing research funding would not help with this important work. In Cambridge, I'm Julie McDonald, WBZ News.
The uncertainty continues as here locally. It's still unclear how this could affect IU. We will keep you updated.
Still ahead, are you one of the 100 million Americans who haven't filed your taxes yet? The filing deadline is today. Learn about when and how to file.
Plus, Meta's antitrust trial has begun, the FTC's case and what's at stake.
But first, is your bike in need of a repair? A look at what one local mechanic is doing to help. We're back in a few. Well, the big day is almost here. The Little 500 is next weekend. The women's race is at 4 p.m. next Friday, and the men's race is at 2 p.m. next Saturday.
But it's not just the racers who need a tune-up on their bikes. Our Isaac Perlich has the story.
From chewed-up chains to tired tires. Bikes, especially in Bloomington, go through a lot of wear and tear. Nobody knows this better than Greg Suter.
It's tight.
The month of April is Bike Month. To celebrate, he did what he does best, fixing bikes for free.
Everybody's so appreciative of the help we give them, even though we don't have a lot of parts here to help them out. We do a lot of the regular maintenance that gets neglected, I'll say.
One of those bikes belonged to Angela Tharp. She noticed an issue with the gears on her bike, which she only rides
as long as it's 60 degrees and up.
Suter found a bent screw,
That one is the wrong direction.
quickly fixing the problem.
The month of April and bikes are nothing new for Greg Suter, as he's usually here at Bill Armstrong Stadium. That's right, he's also a mechanic for the Little 500.
The free bike repair event was a partnership between IU's Transportation Demand Management and its Office of Sustainability. For someone like Tharp,
It was so easy and so nice. Hugely appreciative, and gosh, the people were fantastic.
for Suter, he's just glad there are bikes to fix.
I'd rather see them ridden and used than sitting in a garage.
It's a change of pace from race day.
2 hours of enjoyment and just a few minutes of hair raising. Get it done as fast as you can.
A familiar face
There it is.
at a brand new event,
I had this in my shop.
serving the community
Really appreciate it.
one bike at a time.
Because it'll shift if I just pull on the cable, but I should.
Thanks, Isaac. Suter will be back next Monday, April 21st, for another free bike repair event. It will run from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. just outside Herman B. Wells Library.
If you haven't finished your 2024 taxes, the clock is ticking. It's April 15th, otherwise known as Tax Day, the deadline to get federal income tax returns sent to the Internal Revenue Service. While a majority of U.S. taxpayers have already taken care of matters with the taxman, roughly 101 million have yet to do so. There are some exceptions. Businesses and residents in 7 disaster-stricken states have been given extensions. Taxpayers are advised to file electronically if possible. As a taxpayer, advocate services say it's usually safer and faster than dropping it in the mail.
Jury selection begins Tuesday in Harvey Weinstein's retrial in New York for alleged sex crimes. Weinstein was convicted of rape and criminal sexual acts in 2020, but it was overturned by the New York Appeals Court last year. He faces the same charges as well as an additional sex crime charge involving a new accuser. The 2 women who were at the center of the 2020 trial are expected to testify once again. Weinstein has pleaded not guilty and repeatedly denied all allegations of non-consensual sex. Jury selection is expected to last about 5 days.
Meta's federal antitrust trial kicked off Monday in Washington, D.C., with CEO Mark Zuckerberg taking the stand. The FTC is accusing Meta of illegally building a social networking monopoly through its acquisitions of Instagram and WhatsApp. The FTC initially filed the lawsuit in December 2020, but was thrown out 6 months later. However, the agency was allowed to amend and refile its case months after it was dismissed. There will not be a jury, which means the judge will be issuing the final ruling. If he rules against Meta, the company could be forced to sell Instagram and WhatsApp.
More travelers will soon be able to surf the web while soaring in the sky. American Airlines announced free Wi-Fi access will be offered on the majority of its flights starting January 2026. The catch is the perk will only be available to members of the airline's loyalty program. Officials say AT&T will back the new service by installing the needed equipment on the planes. American is one of the last remaining U.S. carriers to charge people for internet access. The service will be available starting this year.
Still to come on IUSTV News, smoking and vaping may not be as different as you might think. The risks and things to keep in mind.
Plus, Pfizer's put a pause on its weight loss drug, why it matters and what caused it.
And those clouds are already starting to leave the sky. Sunny days might be on the way. More coming up.
It's a hard habit to kick, but smokers who turn to electronic cigarettes to help them quit using traditional cigarettes may not be helping their health.
In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither looks at a study released today that finds dual use of the products carries the same risks as cigarette use alone.
It's a common way to cut back, but if you think vaping while continuing to use traditional cigarettes is a healthier route, American Cancer Society researchers urge you to think again.
The goal really should be to get to zero smoking, zero tobacco use.
In a new study released today, researchers analyzed data from more than 2,600 adult smokers who reported dual use of cigarettes and e-cigarettes and compared them with those who used just one of those products. They found those who used both were exposed to the same tobacco-related nicotine and toxins as they would be if only using traditional cigarettes.
The number of cigarettes per day, whether it's the e-cigarettes or the regular cigarettes, the number of cigarettes per day was the most important factor, where, of course, higher number of cigarettes gave you higher number of toxins.
The exposure to these toxins carries risks of cancer, cardiovascular disease, reproductive problems, developmental issues, and respiratory harm. Researchers say smokers should be aware that dual use of these products is not safe.
I think the main thing to take away is that the less you smoke, the better.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Pharmaceutical giant Pfizer announced on Monday it is stopping development on its experimental weight loss pill. The company said the stoppage comes after a study participant developed a liver injury that the drug danuglipron may have triggered. This is the second time Pfizer has stopped its efforts to get its weight loss pill on the market. In 2023, Pfizer discontinued a study of a twice-daily version of the drug after disappointing trial results and too many side effects. Many drug companies are trying to develop weight loss pills after medicines like Ozempic became hugely popular in recent years.
Turning to weather now.
Sydney is in with the forecast. Sydney, how are you doing today?
Good. How are you guys?
Good. It was awfully windy this morning. Do you have some other news for us going into this little five?
While it was windy, it's already starting to clear up, and hopefully it's going to stay good for a couple of days, but then it might get bad again. But hopefully for little five, it'll all be good. So starting out, we have mid to low 50s. Especially in Bloomington, it's at 56 right now, and surrounding areas are kind of seeing the same temps, but as you get more east, it's a little lower, and more west, it's warmer. As for tomorrow, at 8 a.m., we're looking at 39 degrees, but then it's going to get really a lot warmer as the day goes on. We're looking at a high of 63 at 5 p.m. For Thursday, we're going to have high 60s again sticking around, and it's hopefully going to still be sunny. Everywhere seeing similar temperatures. As for Saturday, we're looking at rain. We're having rain come in, but it's going to be 58 for a high-ish for that day, but hopefully onward it'll get a little warmer, especially for a little 500. As for the 7-day, like we said, today's been cloudy, high of 57. Wednesday through Friday, we're going to see warmer temperatures and sun. And then as we hit the weekend, it's going to be rainy, 60s, still staying warm into next week.
All right, well, I can't say I'm a fan of the rain, but I'm glad it's getting slowly but surely warmer going into the spring season.
Yeah, I want the rain to stay away, and hopefully it won't last all into next week. It's hopefully just going to be that Monday, but we'll see how it goes.
All right, Sydney, thanks. Allie is standing by with a look at what we can expect in sports. Hey, Allie.
Hi, guys. Get ready, Bloomington. The wait is over as the iconic Little Five is back at Bill Armstrong Stadium this year. With rivalries, legacies, and everything hanging in the balance, a new chapter of cycling history is ready to be written. With the reigning champs, will they defend their crown, or will a new contender rise from the pack? Plus, with the weather heating up, so is the action at Bart Cotman Field. Catch the recap all next in sports. Welcome back, Hoosier fans. I'm Allie Holm, and let's talk sports. Indiana baseball got crushed 15-1 by Illinois in Sunday's series finale, missing a chance at its first Big Ten road trip win. IU's pitching collapsed, allowing 15 runs, including 2 bases clearing doubles from Illinois. The Hoosiers managed only 4 hits, with their lone run coming from solo homer by Tyler DiMento in the 7th. It was his first hit as a Hoosier. IU returns home tonight to face Indiana State before hosting Maryland next weekend. Indiana softball fell 10-5 to Wisconsin on Sunday in Bloomington. Despite out-hitting the Badgers 11-6, IU couldn't recover from a big early deficit, sparked by a 2-run homer and a grand slam from Wisconsin. Alex Cooper drove in 2 runs, and Madeline Schrader went 3 for 4 with a double and 2 runs scored. Taylor Minnick and Kinsley Mitchell added RBI doubles in a late push. The Hoosiers head to Nebraska next weekend for a 2-game series. In the men's field, Blackheath Bulls have once again proven they are the team to beat this year, earning the top qualifying time and the coveted pole position. After strong comeback season in 2024 that ended with a championship win, BKB's return to form is no fluke. They are clearly ready to defend their title. Sigma Alpha Epsilon and 3PH rounded out the top 3 qualifiers, signaling a tight battle at the front of the pack. Meanwhile, the Cutters, last year's runner-up, had a surprising 12th place finish and will have a lot of work to do if they're going to climb back onto that podium. Onto the women's side, Delta Gamma made a bold statement by securing the top qualifying spot despite a restart after a shaky exchange. With 4 past titles and a powerful performance this spring, they're eyeing on to another championship run. Novus impressed with a 2nd-place qualifying time, while Kappa Alpha Theta and Melanzana Cycling followed closely in 3rd and 4th, showing how deep and competitive this year is going to be. And for all things latest on sports, be sure to tune in each week to Hoosier Sports Night. You can catch it Thursdays on IUSTV. And that's all for sports. Back to you at the desk.
Allie, thanks.
Let's get one last check of that 7-day forecast, Sydney.
Yeah, so like I said, today's been kind of cloudy, but hopefully it's going to look a little better in the following days. So starting out, the rest of the week is going to be warmer temperatures. We're going to see lots of sun, peaking at almost 80 degrees. Then once the weekend hits, it's going to get a little cooler with some rain showers throughout the weekend into next week, starting to gear more into the lower 70s, high 60s.
All right, awesome. Sydney, thanks. And thank you for watching IUSTV News. But before we close it out for the semester, we do have one last thing that we want to show you. Sydney, Adina, and Ashton back in the control room. Hey, seniors. I just want you guys to know, and we all want you to know really, how proud we are of you, how much we love you, and how excited we are to see what you do with these lives that you're making for yourself.
Hey, what's up to my seniors at IUSTV, Ashton, Sydney, and Adina. You know, you guys are so awesome. You, along with everyone else, were such a big part in making me feel welcome as I started here at IUSTV.
First of all, I just want to say thank you so much, guys. As much as I didn't get the chance to spend that much time with you all have had a profound influence on my life, on my career. So I want to say thank you all so much. I really appreciate all that you've done for me and everybody here. IUSTV is always going to hold a special place in my heart. That election night is always going to hold a special place in my heart. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys all so much.
Hey seniors, congratulations on graduating and taking the next big step into your careers.
Hey seniors, just wanted to say how proud I am of each and every one of you. The chance to learn and grow alongside you guys this year meant a lot to me.
Hi seniors, I wanted to take a couple seconds and thank all of y'all for the work that you guys have done for IUSTV, but also in our individual lives as well.
Hi seniors, I'm so sad that it's this time of the year where we have to say goodbye.
Hi seniors, just wanted to say you guys have been the best leaders, best people to look up to, especially as college students going into this field, and has just really ignited my passion for broadcast journalism.
Sydney, Adina, and Ashton, I know I haven't known you guys very long, but you made my first year at IUSTV so much fun, and you guys taught me so much, and I'm so grateful.
As someone that was in the Marine Corps and got to say goodbye to people that you meet along the way, you all were some of the best, and it's an emotional topic for being a part of this with you guys, because you all have been a very big influence, especially Ashton being technology dad.
Congratulations, Adina. I'm so glad that I got to meet you this year, and I know you're going to do great things in your career.
Adina, Edna, what would we do without you in the control room? I mean, having you around has been like a godsend these past couple semesters, not only because of your talents, but because of your amazing personality.
Adina, I won't make this sappy because I know you don't like sappy, but congratulations on graduating. Best of luck wherever you end up, and I hope that you can come and visit us and hang out sometime soon.
Sydney, my girl, listen, it has been so great to get to know you more this past year. Having you as an assistant director has been an amazing feeling because it feels like you always have a nice thing to say or an uplifting word to say to someone, especially when we're down and, when we're kind of kicking ourselves. You're always around to sort of bring up the mood, and that is an incredible quality to have. And I know that, wherever you go in life, you're going to take that with you, and people are going to love you for it.
Sydney, you have grown so much while being in IUSTV, and I cannot wait to see how much you continue to grow in your career. Any newsroom is lucky to have you, and I can't wait to watch what you do.
Hey Sydney, congratulations on graduating. You and your smile have always been a bright spot of IUSTV for me, and every shoot you are just ready to attack and get the cast done right. And so I wish you the best of luck where you end up, and again, congratulations on graduating. Please come visit us sometime soon, and best of luck.
Ashton, you've done such a great job building the program this year and really bringing your vision to life.
When you and I got close is when I really started to feel like IUSTV was a home for me.
I just really want to say thank you. You have been the best mentor I could ask for going in as a freshman in this program, and your work ethic and everything you've done has really inspired me to just get better at the craft. And you are an insane generational talent that is really rare to come across, and I am lucky enough that you were my mentor and you were the one guiding me through just what it means to be in the news industry.
I cannot wait to step into your role next year, and I have really, really big shoes to fill, but I think I'm ready after all of your mentorship.
When I walked in on my first day of IUSTV and I saw you sitting there, I was like, that's the kid. That's the one to look out for. And listen, you've proved that every day since.
I love watching you on WTHR, and I cannot wait to see what you do in the future.
The way you've led this department has been nothing short of amazing for these last several months. And I just want you to know that you've been a guiding light for all of us.
You guys have been the best. Ashton, Adina, Sydney, thank you all so much for all of your incredible leadership, and we are going to miss you, but I am so excited to see where you guys all go. So
I'm proud of what you guys do, and I'm so thankful for what you do for us and what you've done for me, and I hope you guys have an awesome time after graduation, and we'll miss you, and come back and visit us.
Even in such a short amount of time, I've seen the passion, professionalism, and high standards you brought to every story. You set the bar high for all of us, and I'm genuinely thankful to have learned from your example.
I think you are the most amazing people that there are, and I'm so excited to see where each of you wind up and all of the amazing things I know you're going to do.
I can speak on behalf of myself and honestly probably everyone else in IUSTV that we have always appreciated your guys' leadership and the light that you guys bring to the control room and also in front of camera as well.
Thank you for being there every step of the way, answering questions, providing feedback. Learned a ton this year. It was a lot of fun. Gonna miss you guys next year, but can't wait to see where you guys go.
I'm just really thankful for what you guys have been able to impart on me, and you all have some really bright futures. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you guys can do in the future. Thank you so much.
So Adina, Sydney, Ashton, get the freak out of here. Go live a normal life.
Thank you for everything that you have done to make this organization what it is, and for just always being there for all of us.
I'm wishing you all the best success in whatever comes next.
We are so proud of you. Please don't be strangers, but we do wish you the best of luck in everything that you do for the rest of your lives. We love you. Mwah.
Congratulations, seniors. We'll miss you, we love you, and we are so grateful that we got to spend time together in IUSTV.
Wait, what the hell is that photo?
Okay, well, now that that is over, I think that I will, as the only junior at the table, leave you three to do the final sign-off.
Final sign? You don't have any words to say?
I don't have any words to say.
I don't know how much they paid all of you guys to do that.
For real.
But no, I think being here for 4 years, I'm not going to cry.
He'll cry later.
Yeah, I've seen people that I've looked up to that have moved through here. I had the same exact experience having to see them leave. It's weird because we have jobs. You know, we're already graduating in like a few weeks. So I don't think it's going to hit until then, but I think it's been a good ride.
Yeah, I think on my behalf, I've been in here for a very short amount of time compared to a lot of people. Like, you start as a freshman, you go all the way through, and I just joined last year, and what a tight-knit group of people. I mean, everyone here has everyone's backs, and I'm just so lucky to have got to meet you guys, and I'm gonna really try not to cry, so Adina, take it away.
No, it's okay, I got you. Yeah, like, I mean, I've had an even shorter time here. Like, I joined, like, last semester, so this is, like, my full year here, or, like, this full last year or whatever, I don't know. Anyway, but it's really been awesome, like, getting to know everyone, like, all these groups of people, these individuals, like, it's honestly kind of crazy to me, like, what, like, I've learned over these past years and, like, all the friends, like, I've made. Like, I definitely don't want y'all to be strangers, so always to keep in touch.
Always. We'll be back.
And thank you for watching IUSTV News.
Join them all back here next year.
That's right.
We're out of here.
Yeah, but for updates between newscasts, check out IUSTV.com.
And be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and X. We'll see you next semester.
Or we won't.
Or maybe, well, guess not us. I'm a little sweaty.
I'm
Woo!